protest? There is some. But where are the loud voices? Where is Washington in all of this? Where are the very churches who oppose Israel? Why aren't they standing up against these despotic regimes in the Middle East that are killing, jailing, torturing, and allowing Islamic extremist groups to persecute Christians in the Middle East? In fact, not that things are perfect by any means in Israel, but Arab Christians have more privileges and greater freedom for their faith in Israel than any single country in the entire Middle East today. As I said, we're not perfect, and certainly some of us have faced our own. But here's the word of the ex-Lebanon president. Extremist groups are waging a genocide against Christians in the Middle East, a former Lebanese president said Monday after a New Year's suicide bombing of a church in Egypt which killed 21 people. Amin Jamal, a Christian who served a 6-year term as president in the 1980s, cited the attack in Egypt and recent violence in Iraq as he urged leaders to give Christian communities a larger political role. Quote, "Massacres are taking place for no reason and without any justification against Christians. It is only because they are Christians," said Jamal, who leads Lebanon's right-wing Christian Phalange Party. "What is happening to Christians is a genocide in the Middle East." The Christian population in Iraq has declined from 1.4 million on the eve of the 2003 invasion to 500,000 today. That's how many Christians have left Iraq, traditional or evangelical. This is just from the other day. Iran has arrested around 70 Christians since Christmas in a crackdown that demonstrates the limits of religious tolerance by Islamic leaders who often boast they provide room for other faiths. Christian activists claim their Iranian brethren are being persecuted simply for worshiping outside officially sanctioned mainstream churches. Caught in the middle is the small community of Iranian Christians who get together for prayer and Bible readings in private residences and out of the sight of authorities. They are part of a wider house church movement that has taken root in other places. We see this all across. And just by the way, let me just mention this. They use the term missionaries in Iran instead of evangelicals, which is an intentional move by the government. As evangelicals, they are a group entitled to their faith. This is what the Islamic officials said. But as missionaries, they are enemies of the state seeking to corrupt its people. And this I want to read, if I can find this quickly. Hamas recently on television, on Hamas TV, and this was translated into English from December 8, 2010. A video on official Hamas TV calls for Allah to kill Jews, Christians, communists, and their supporters. And the video asks Allah to count them and kill them to the last one, and don't leave even one. This is the enemy we face. This is the enemy on the horizon. And it's not just against Jews, it's also against Christians as well. As one Egyptian Christian said, as one Iraqi Christian said, the Muslims and Al-Qaeda are doing to us what they've been trying to do, what they did to the Jews of Iraq before. Now that the Jews have left the Middle Eastern country, now the Islamic extremists, jihadists, are waging war against the Christians. That same battle is coming to America, my friends. And it's time that we respond before it's too late.
Amen.
If Washington doesn't wake up, God's people can wake up. I'm telling you, the clock is ticking. I can't tell you as much as I can, but you need to bombard every state representative, every congressperson, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. You need to bombard them respectfully but strongly and sternly, that they wake up to the threat within America's borders. All this killing in Mexico, on the other side of our border in the southwest, don't think that groups like Hezbollah and Hamas aren't involved. They are involved. Gun running, drug selling, money, power, terror. It's all a group of demonic forces moving together in concert